Welcome gamers, it's Friday. We're here. Look at this. What is this? It's so pretty. What is this place? Lavender Love. They give you no information. You gotta click learn more. Microsoft Edge? What? What do you have? What is this? You have access to Copilot Vision? I don't want this. Providence, France? Okay, I guess this image is in France. We can share this lovely sunrise in the south of France. Okay. Cool, alright. No, I do not want this. This Wolfie drawing looks so fitting, right? I was like, it's right here. It's literally right here. Anyway. Let me welcome some people. Welcome to welcome ChocoJax, welcome Stream Elements, welcome Ranmu, Duck, and Vic Viper, and Slime Molder, and Stanley, and ChocoJax, and Xtag, and Panis, and Hamp, and Altscop, and that's everyone. That's everyone. I love when Windows ignores your default browser setting. I think because like whatever this thing is, like the thing that's built into Windows. This thing right here. I don't know if they have it so that you can change. I don't know. Joker just double high. I greeted her twice. What? Oh yeah, I did. Well, you know, sometimes it happens. These descriptions for the spotlight things are likely generated by Copilot. Man, well, these are photos taken by like real people, presumably. What if they start pushing like AI generated backgrounds, huh? They just like made up. What if this place isn't even real? Messed up. Also, is this a spoiler? It's gonna tell me what the next image is going to be. I don't want that. I noticed when I turned on my computer today, this was the background, and this was the one before that. And so I'm like, is this the next one? Oh, you can just change them? What the heck? Also, welcome, Michael. Thank you for the 12 months. Today, I ate lasagna, took a nap, ate more lasagna. What is this, Garfield? Am I right, guys? What is he? Some kind of Garfield? Because, you know, Garfield, he does enjoy lasagna and sleeping. Anyway, oh, what is this? That's too much. Windows. Okay, we're gonna open up Godot. Godot. Why does it keep suggesting this one? Give me like the Godot that I've installed. Godot, this one, there it is. What the heck? Why would he say that? Why would he say Garfield? What if instead of Garfield, it was Garf-eel, like he was an eel? Anyway, we're doing some more game development today. Software and game development. So you may be like, Wolfie, give us information on what changed since last time. Well, I will tell you. Okay, I will tell you right now. Most things are the same. I have added this. This is new. I've added 3 new parts. I've also done some other stuff that is probably not noticeable, but I will explain it later. Let's go through the game. Okay, let's explain the current status. You got mushrooms, you jump down, you fall down here. Okay, I've replaced this with ladder. Also, oh, the ladder, I forgot. I've updated the ladder. Okay, let me show you. Let's open up a sprite. Excited to see the block pushing. Okay, we got the dual grid. Okay, so if you remember last time, the ladder was a single tile wide, and this time I've updated the ladder to be multiple tiles. And if you'll notice, actually, I've also implemented ladder snapping. So remember before, if you press up or down on a ladder, it'll keep the character where they were. Like if you were here and then you press down, the character would stay in this position and then it would go down. but it's not aligned with the ladder. I've implemented ladder snapping, so if you press down here, look, they snap to the ladder. Whoa, look at that, that's crazy. How does he do it? And then it kind of does, you know, it lines up. Now that the ladder is not a single tile wide, the character's hands actually go onto the ladder like this. Oh, ladder technology. I'm excited to see the block push onto the mushroom. It's going to be so cool, guys. Okay, so we're going back. Okay, we go here. We died. We have simply died. Continue walking. Go over here. Jump. Also, another thing I changed. It's a very subtle thing, but before, the way I had the map laid out, it was you could see the top, like this thing. It kind of felt like you were in a cave, but if you'll notice now, I've updated the margins of the rooms so that it's cut off right here, so you don't get to see the top of the next area. And so it looks like a bigger room, even though there is a wall above you, or I guess a floor or whatever. I changed the spikes. Oh yeah, I also put the spikes on their own layer, so now they can be right up against the wall. Just a little nice touch to make things coherent or whatever. Okay, fall into here. It's also less. See, look at, there's so much room up here, right? Look at the real map. The real map, there's an entire area above it, but you don't see it here. So it feels, you know, like there's more room. I've also updated it to remove the, I've replaced the mushroom on the moving platform with this, simply to give the player more chances to learn about ladder climbing. Look at that, and then you go up and climb up here, climb down. Also, the positioning of the ladder here was very strategic, because the only thing you can do is to go down. This will teach you that you can climb down ladders, and you have to. If you don't learn that, you're stuck here forever. So, you know, good learning opportunity. Okay, so this part is the same. You got this one, go this way, you fall down. Okay, I've replaced this thing with the ladder as well. You can climb up. Go over here, you do this guy, you push this thing, and then you go this way. Okay, and then the rest of this is the same. Go up here. Okay, you get this guy. Ladder for screen transition, right? I think it makes more sense, because when you're bouncing on the mushroom to the upper levels, it's kind of like, I don't know, because you might not land, and then you keep falling back and forth between the rooms, and it's like kind of not that cool. Welcome, Captain Krabs. Okay, and then you go down, right? And now this is like, oh, how am I gonna get past this? And you're, oh, right, I can jump, right? You can jump now. Okay, you jump over that. You jump this way. You go over here. Oh no, I've died. Okay, you jump. All right, and then now that you can jump, you can go this way. And you got some more jumping platforming challenges to teach you that you can jump, and also you can still climb ladders. Okay, this part is new. Now this one is the most complicated room so far. You're like, what do I do here? You're like, surely there's something down there, but how do I get there? Well, there's multiple ways to go. You can go to the right, you can go down. Now you might not realize you can go down, but you can push this guy, and then you have two choices. Now the obvious choice is to push this thing this way to proceed, right? Otherwise you would just try to jump, you can't make that jump. You can push this thing onto the spikes, that'll give you time to jump. But what if you didn't want to do that, huh? What if you were like, I want to go down that way? Well, you do this, you push it the other way. Whoa, that's crazy. It's crazy. Now you go down, but there's nothing here, okay? Because I have not decided what to put down here, but this is an option, okay? A different route you can go. What if I forgot my goal is that way? You should add yellow paint. I don't think so. Anyway, there's nothing here. So you provided a way back up. Okay, now you can jump. You jump on this guy. Oh, but now this is here, right? Then you can reset. Right, look at that. You can reset. You go back. Okay, now the box is back here. You push this thing onto this. And now you can continue. Okay, I've died. I should maybe put a checkpoint in here so you don't respawn in the other room. Optional collectibles, I don't know. It could be an alternate route for later. Okay, now you're in this room. This one is also a complex puzzle. There's many things to do. You might think you could push the box here, but you can't. There's nowhere to go. So you have to go on the spikes. Now the thing is, you gotta, before you push the box, you gotta jump onto this platform. And then you go here. Then you push the box down. You're like, oh, still can't make that jump. Well, and then your first inclination, push this block there. But then if you just push it, it'll fall onto this. First you gotta push this one over. And then, oh, I've died. See, it was not supposed to be that annoying. You go this way. You push the block such that the other block will fall onto it. And then you climb up, you go here, and then you can make that jump. Okay, now you got this one. This one, those spikes, I've not made them upside down, but they should be. In the real game, they will be upside down. You can bounce on this one, you go here. This is when you don't want to bounce on the mushroom, because you'll die, okay? So first, this is to teach you, you don't always jump on the mushrooms. Sometimes you gotta not jump on mushrooms. Jump over the mushroom, and then push the crate this way. And then you can make this jump. And then after this, there's nothing. Then you fall into the infinite void. That is the current status of the game. Welcome, Chicken Coop. There's many things to consider. And I'm wondering if maybe this is too much, because like, what if you go this way, and then there's like an entire route, and then you forget that this path exists? Right, that's the issue of making games where things wrap around back on themselves. Like an Ouroboros, perhaps. Anyway, you go this way, right? And then, now I'm like, what do I do now? Well, oh yes, another thing I added. There is an issue where, also welcome Hellroll. Little bottom route could be a secret, and then back onto the main path. But there's gotta be more stuff. But then, like, then what's the point of going this way? Need to think of a goal. No, I know. The goal is to get to the next area. We will move these power-ups in such a way that they make sense. And then maybe at the end, no, there is, the overarching goal is to get the sugar. That is the entire game. I've got this planned out. Don't you worry. There's gonna be a big cave of treasure. I have not included the initial cutscene where we explain the motives. Bottom route gives you a hat. Nah, it's too fancy. It's too much. I was like, okay, I was gonna explain this. Okay, so there's one thing that is slightly annoying. If I remove this thing, if I detach this script, okay, this one, okay, I'm gonna have to move the character in a way that makes more sense. We're gonna go to the world. Okay, open world. We're going to move the player to a different area. Now there is one issue with tile set collisions in Godot. The way they're implemented is that each one of these is their own collision shape. So if you use tile map 2D, let me turn on the visible collision shapes. Each one of these is their own collider. It's kind of hard to see here. However, the thing is, if I make it so that the player can jump, let me go to, where's the player? The player is right here. Can jump is true. So here's the thing. We have collision, right? You can jump through this way. Okay, now we're stuck. That's an issue there. Now, I noticed this was happening, and I was like, why is that happening? The player should be on the floor, so they should be grounded. But actually, there's an issue. If you jump, and there's a collision between two tiles that are right next to each other, it does not count you as being on the floor for some reason. I think this is a bug that's going to be fixed in the next version of Godot. Godot 4.5 dev preview or something. They had a thing. Dev snapshot. Welcome, Zoe. See, the bottom route gives you power up, the top route gives you a power up. You cannot forget the top route, perhaps. But I want them to be in linear order. Okay, so this is the thing. The tile map collisions, each tile has their own collider. In the next version of Godot, they're going to combine it, which will prevent this issue. But until that happens, you kind of need a workaround. I'm kind of surprised this is a bug, because I was like, this is such a common thing, right? If your character jumps and it's like right between two tiles, it gets stuck. So there is a workaround, is that you could manually combine the colliders yourself, and that is what I started implementing. I got it done right before the stream, actually, so that was nice. Instead of doing work, I was... No, sorry, employer, if you somehow find this, I was totally doing work. I was just waiting for my code to compile. But you know, if hypothetically, if I wasn't, I was working on this. Okay, so the the code that I have, I've written some code to combine tiles. Tile map polygon combiner. I'll move this to the one-way platforms, and we set the collision layer. Okay, we set this one-way platform. We also make it one-way. Okay, so what this does is it'll go through every cell of the tile map, and then it'll be like, if there is another cell directly next to it, combine the two collision shapes. Now if I run this, you will see now that these are now a combined shape. They have their own combined shape, and now the same issue does not even occur. Look at that, it doesn't even happen. You don't get stuck between the different areas. Anyway, it's convenient. It works now, I think. You can climb. I also made it so that you can climb ladder when you're jumping. It used to be you would have to land. Also I fixed a thing at the top where before, if you remember the last stream, if you hold up on a ladder and you're like at the top, holding up will continue to go up, and then you'll keep falling and grabbing the ladder again. I fixed that issue. If I go to the player scene, what I've done is I've added a separate collider to detect a ladder. It is the ladder. We have ladder climb up raycast. This one will detect whether you can climb up a ladder. Ladder climb down raycast will detect whether there is a ladder below you. And so rather than allowing you to press up or down if there's any collision, there's specifically this one. So when you're at the top of a ladder, you cannot climb up anymore, because the upper ladder is not colliding. And it makes a lot of sense now. Anyway, so that is the current status. And now I will proceed as normal with the rest of the stream. I'm going to open up the Windows subsystem for Linux on Windows, and I will check the status. Okay, we're going to check git status. What have I done? Okay, did I not attach tmux? Tmux attach. Can't forget to attach. Some people, they forget to attach. Some people have attachment problems. Okay, so we go git status. All right, refreshing index. Okay, diff. What have I changed? I've changed the position of the player and I made it so they can jump. Okay, so let's that's fine. I can keep that because I'm going to be adding more things to this part of the map. All right. Next thing to do, I feel like things are going too horizontal. So maybe I should add a path to go back upward. Now my grand idea for this is that you're going to get a power-up, and then eventually you'll find yourself back here, but now you have the ability to climb. So maybe go this way, and then I'll have we'll have the cake. I think the cake is what allows you to climb. Or the cookie. What is it? I keep forgetting what they do. The candy is the first one. Cookie allows you to ledge grab. So that's going to be the next one. Cookie is the next power-up. So maybe you get the ability to climb somewhere. But I feel like it hasn't been that long since you've gotten the ability to jump. So we're going to add some more jumping puzzles. Not really puzzles, I guess challenges. Big challenges. And then eventually, okay, so my idea for the, when you get the cookie power up, is going to be, let me pull up the image from last time. It's huge, this is huge. Also flashbang, it is a bright white color. Okay, so this thing over here, this, put this image, oh, I already have, this image is already in my OBS, I just have to unhide it. Where is it? Here it is. Okay, so my idea is that you will fall down. Okay, you're gonna try to jump across a pit, and then you'll find out that you can't actually do it. You jump, and then you end up falling, and then you're like, oh no, what do I do now? You have to keep going down, and then you get the cookie power up. The cookie then allows you to climb these ledges. You can jump here, you can then jump across these, and then you can finally go back across. Also, welcome DX Nomad. And then you can continue with the rest of the path. Okay. Question is, what are some other platforming challenges that I can add before this shows up? That is an important question. Games, we have to add jumping platforms. Maybe a challenge where you have to jump on moving platforms, you know, like these, except the fact that now you can jump. So maybe they're going around, and then you gotta jump on them. Okay, and then that will also allow the map to go upward. We can have you go upward, and then eventually loop back here. Okay, and then once you can climb, you can fall down this way. You can then climb back up here, and then proceed this way. Oh, maybe there's stuff this way. Hold on. Or maybe go down and then you come back up this way. Maybe that's what it is. It really makes you think. Then what's the point of this then? I don't know. A lot of things to consider. Anyway, let's try adding some platforming challenges. Add some dirt. As always, constantly always adding that dirt. Whoops. This guy right here. All right. So, I probably should have prepared. Okay, what else do I have here? We got okay, a lot of these assume you have the climbing power up. Okay, but we have jumping. Okay, jumping challenges. Does anyone remember Maple Story Jump Quest? What if I add something like that? Maple Story, I copy their design. What are some setups they have here? Jump Quest 2. What did they have? They have these. Okay, maybe just a series of one-way platforms you can jump up. That's not even that hard though. Well, what did they have here? They had, oh, things that would shoot at you. Didn't they have like things that could damage you? They got spikes as well. Welcome Tag Barrel. Maple Story Jump Quests. Everyone had good times with these. And by good times, I mean they were very frustrating. Oh, lasers! Wait a second. Timed lasers. If you stand somewhere for too long, the lasers could shoot you. Interesting. What about these? What about this one? This guy got level 200. Globe pose, jump. Jumping. Anyone even jumping? When was the last time you all jumped? I ask this all the time. Remember these monkeys that would throw bananas at you? What was the deal? What were they doing? Okay, so maybe I could add some vertically moving platforms as well. That is a thing that we don't yet have. We could add more mushrooms. We could reintroduce the platform with the mushroom on it. We could have more box challenges. Okay, for now, I think I will add a moving platforms that you gotta jump on. Maybe it goes up like this, and then Perhaps you can jump 2 tiles definitely. And then we have moving platform could be added perhaps here. And then maybe also here. You gotta wait. You gotta jump on one platform and then wait and jump on the other one. So now we're gonna move the player to this room for debugging purposes. Just check how this goes. Okay, I should also turn off the colliders. Okay, so go here and then... Okay, but I kind of don't want the player to have to wait though. This is the annoying part of platforms, is that when you're just waiting for, you know, for platforms to move, there should be less waiting. We should make this perhaps less waiting heavy. Also, this isn't really so much of a challenge, right? There's not really, you can't really fail. It would just be a waste of time. You're just waiting here. Waste several seconds of your life. Oh, what if it's all like, hold on, it could be like, we could have multiple of these. Just like a series of these platforms all going upward. What if that was a thing? Go to the foreground. Go to the terrain, go to the dirt. Okay, we can move these to be a bit closer, like this. And then what? And then what? What if it's like this? And then you eventually find yourself down here. Okay, you go over, and then you gotta fall down, but you gotta jump onto a platform of some kind. Anyone consider jumping on platforms? What about some spikes? Everyone loves spikes. Let's put some spikes here. Some spikes here. Jump over this, jump on this guy, jump on that guy. And then maybe we have one more layer. Oh, wait, the spikes they're supposed to be on the hazards layer. This guy doesn't even know. He doesn't even know where the layers are. Okay, put this here. And then go back to obstacles, and then maybe moving platform, we have another one of these. Perhaps here. And then maybe this is the one that brings you over here. So you want to land here, you want to go downward. Let's add, let's go to the foreground. Anyway, how's everyone doing today? How's everyone's Friday? Are you having a good time today? A lot of things happening. My stocks have been doing very badly. Took a look at stocks and I was like, man, I've lost so much money. The state of the global economy now. Hacked up. Okay, so you get this one. You can jump onto this, and then you want to be able to go down here. So this one, you can't make this jump. There will be spikes that will kill you. And so you then have to put this here. We have spikes, we have hazards. I call them hazards instead of spikes because there could be more than just spikes. Like, what else could there be? How could there be anything besides spikes? Okay, then we have one-way platform. Add the one-way. Okay, then we add a ladder. You then climb down the ladder. This is to tell you that you want to go downward. And sometimes you see this and you think it's like a bottomless pit. This is not the case. The ladders tell you that it is safe. Terrain. Also, look at this. Remember how it was one tile, but now if you draw the center tile, it also draws the sides. You could do this. It doesn't look that good, but it is there. What if there was a ball pit? How would that even work? Okay, let's try this. Yeah, this one. Okay, we got some challenges here. You can jump You know, wait for this guy, you then jump on this guy, and then you jump on that guy. And now... Okay, I guess you can just make that jump. I wanted it so that you would have to climb onto the platform for them. So let's change that. Let's go to the foreground, remove this guy. Make this one perhaps maybe it's like here. Maybe it's like there instead. And then you have your hazards. And then you gotta remove the one-way platforms because they're not even supposed to be there. They can't even be there anymore, man. Okay, we have ladders. These ladders. And then that. Okay. Now we have this. So in order to cross this, you do have to go onto that platform. Now, it is actually not that hard to do. You know, that's fine. Sometimes, you know, the game doesn't have to be so hard. Not every one of these has to be difficult. Sometimes they're just there to waste your time. Oh, and then what if there was like, instead of going, there could be like a way back. This we could have this one. Because yeah, once you go this way, there's no going back. I don't know why you would want to go back. There is currently no way to go back. But then if you did want to go back, maybe then you could go this way. You could then climb up here. For some reason want to go back, you can do it. Oh, and then wait, hold on, mate. I said mate. Mate, what if once you get the climbing ability, this will allow you to jump onto this platform, and then you can jump onto this. There could be ledges to grab onto. It could be like this. You can then, hold on. How would I do this? I don't know. Okay, there's got to be something to it. What if it was like this? And then it's like, you can't make that jump, but then later you can. You can later make that jump. But for now, you have to go down this way. Okay, and then maybe we have like 2 or 3 more rooms. And then we unlock the cookie ability. It's gotta be it. That has to be it. Okay, so we go here. And then what? Well, ladders, you always gotta have one-way platforms to land on. I guess it doesn't have to be one-way. You could go here. And then you could have maybe just a regular platform. Regular platform. Dirt. Okay, now you are in this area. What are some challenges? Anyone facing challenges in their life? What is the biggest challenge? The challenger. Remember the challenger? I remember. Okay, so this goes here. You can go down this way. There's got to be something. Welcome, Plush Mayhem. Every day I have to avoid saw blades. I can't believe this. Super Meat Boy. What's the deal with those saws anyway? What were they doing? Okay, you can go down here. And then what? What are some challenges? Jumping, platformer jumping challenges that are interesting. I don't know why I'm searching for this very specific phrase. Interesting ways to challenge the player in platforming. Unbreakable platforms. Like the kind where, I did mention the kind of platform that will fall from underneath you if you step on it. That could be a thing, I guess. It's like in Mario. Remember those falling platforms in Mario? They had like the 2 sides. It was kind of like a, what was it called? A scale? I don't know. Breakable platforms. What about, oh, what about, okay, I should do more stuff with like spikes on the ceiling. Could be a case where you don't want to jump up so high. Or maybe spikes on the walls. There could be spikes on the walls. It is a possibility that I could add. Wall jumping, ceiling and wall spikes. What about this? What is this? Whoops. A lot of things to consider. Imagine making a video game. No one has ever done this before. Imagine being the first person to make a video game. Oh, this looks nice. Can't call your game Celeste, not have a room cover. It's not supposed to. Okay, the Celeste was just a working title originally. It was supposed to be something similar to the way Celeste does its tile map system, and then it eventually just became a real game. And what is Celeste? I guess they have dashing. That makes it a bit different. I don't have dashing in my game. What if I did? What if I just add dashing for no reason? Doodle jump. Mr. Platformer? Yo, what if I made it so that the gravity turns upside down and you can press a button to switch gravity? Wow. Just copy every game. Cool jump. The cat from scratch. Hold on, let me look at my list of ideas. What do I have in here? Okay, game ideas. Specifically for this game. Wind. Wind is a thing. Platforms you can drop through. Spikes on the ceiling. Horizontal spikes. Ladder climbing. I have that. I have ladder climbing. You need more block pushing. Block pushing and spikes. Rope swinging. That is kind of fun sometimes. Grapple hook. What if we had a grapple hook? Okay, so they have these ones. What were some challenges in like Super Mario? Super Mario is like a pretty pure platformer. It's mostly just jumping. I guess they had enemies. Enemies do make things games a bit more interesting. A jetpack. Ninja. Oh, ninja rope was fun. Grapple hooks are cool, but hard to make them not feel wonky. That is true. That is true. Okay, how about a block? Oh, I didn't add pushing a block onto a moving platform. That is a thing. We could have this. We could have this here. It is a bit wonky though. I did try it. There are some bugs with it. Okay, so it could be could have a platform here. And where do I want to push the block onto? Okay, push block onto moving platform, and then what? And get rid of every possible combination of mechanics. Yeah, we got the mushrooms. Kind of challenge where blocks disappear and appear in a timer. Like Mega Man. That is also a thing that exists. I could consider adding that. I probably should have decided on this before I started the stream. I don't want to spend the entire stream just being like, oh, I could add this. I could consider adding this. What if I added this thing? And then I don't actually end up adding anything. Like last time was cool. I made a ladder you can climb. I took the whole stream. Pushing a block onto a mushroom, it bounces onto a moving platform. I could do that. Okay, so I could have a block here, and then there's a mushroom here, and then there's a moving platform here. Mega Man's is kind of hard and random. I was thinking like Beat Block Galaxy and Mario or Warren's. I don't remember that. Which one was that one? Despite me having played Mario Galaxy recently, I don't remember that much about it. Okay, well let's try having just, I don't know, test out obstacles. Let's have moving platform, beat block galaxy. This one, I don't remember this. Did I do this? Was this like an optional thing? Oh, Mario Galaxy 2. Okay, I never played Galaxy 2. I played Galaxy 1, but not 2. That's why I don't know it. Okay, we have moving platform. Moving platform could be here. And then you could have a crate. Push the crate onto the moving platform. And then what does that give you, though? How does that help you specifically? Oh, what if you push this onto here and then there's like a platform that you got, there's like a wall that you can't normally jump over. So you got to jump onto this thing and then you can jump up. Interesting. But then if you fail to push it on here, you would have to then go onto spikes to reset, which is not ideal. Could be a bit annoying, but maybe it's fine. Okay, let's try it. Let's have foreground. We'll have a little one of these guys here. Okay, so you can't normally make this jump. You would then have to push the block onto this, and then you can make that jump. Let's try the continuation. We start off here. You can now jump on these guys. You can now, now if you wanted to go up to the left, you can do it. But then you go up there and you're like, why am I even here? There's nothing up here. I can't even make that jump. Oh, now you're stuck up here. No, you can go back. Oh wait, you can make that jump. I did not intend for that jump to be makeable, but it was actually quite easy. Okay, now you go here. You can just fall down. Okay, now you gotta push this block. Nope. Gotta push this block. Okay, now it's on there. And now you can make this. Okay, but could you have made that even without it? That is the question. If I just land here, I just fell. Oh, what the heck? It's not supposed to happen. How did that happen? Okay, you can go here. And then what? It does feel like the box is lagging behind by 1 frame. Are you seeing this? It doesn't look like it's aligned. Whatever, it's fine. Physics is often janky. Okay, I guess you can just make that jump. So we gotta make the platform perhaps a bit lower down. The box looks jittery. I think there's like a priority you can set. Hold on, let's see. Priority. What if it was priority 2? What does that do? Or would it have to be a lower priority? Does anyone know priority systems? Alright, let's check this one. Okay, we're here. You push this guy. No, it looks the same. Wait, does it look? No, yes, it does look the same. Okay, what if we lower the priority? 0.5. I could actually read what this does. Priority. The priority used to determine higher priority, the lower penetration into what does that say? The object. Oh, this is unrelated to moving platforms. Okay, it was what is it? It's on the moving platforms thing. On leave, add velocity, floor layers, wall layers. It's like the same thing. It's like the same thing. I don't know. I just don't know. All right, I forgot. I was gonna adjust this platform. Let's go to the world. Let's go to here. Alright, so this one, we can make this higher up, or we can move this platform down. I think I'll move the platform down. Obstacles. Okay, moving platform. Delete this one. This guy should perhaps be here. No, it should be here. Alright. Now we should also put spikes, so that if you miss the thing, you then have to fall into the spikes. I mean, there is also a reset button. I do have it so that you can press R to restart, but I don't know. I have not tutorialized that in any way. Okay, go here. You push it on. Okay, now it's on there. And now go here. Okay, now you can make this jump. Yes. Okay, but what if you didn't do that? What if you just went here? Yes, then you can't make that jump. That's good. That's what I intended. That's good. Good right there. Alright, so we have this room. This is a challenge in itself. I think I should add a checkpoint in this room. Since you're going downward. If you just go here and you die, you will always... I guess that's fine. You fall down. Okay. It does feel a bit high up. I can move all this stuff down a little bit for more breathing room. Let's go here. Let's select all these. Oops, I did not mean to replace those with spikes. So how do I select them? Selection tool. There was a way to do it. It was this. You had to do this. And then you have to select this one. No, that is not how you do it. Okay, how do I do this? I've done this before. How did I do it last time? You do this. Okay, that's how you do it. And it doesn't select every layer. You then have to manually fix everything. The obstacles, let's move all these down as well. And hazards. Okay. And then you go back to terrain. And you gotta fix whatever this is. Look at this. Okay. It's good. That literally so easy. Okay, maybe we should have some more room. Well, I would like it for it to be you can go back if you want. I don't know why you would want to go back, but it is nice to have the option. No, it's fine. Alright, so you go here, and you fall down. And you do this, and then you can just be on the block, literally right there. Okay, and then you fall off and die. Okay, so this room is done. Next room. Some challenges for this room to be decided. Let's see, for this room, what do I do for this room? Maybe perhaps a room of some kind. A room where... What if there are spikes, guys? Imagine a room that had spikes in it. Wow, that's crazy. Who could have come up with an idea like that? Could also be lowered a little bit. Let's lower this. Okay, so let's see. Spikes. Horizontal spikes. How could I make horizontal spikes interesting? Spikes on the walls, I mean. It could be a platform that is moving this way. Platform. Oh, what about like a platform that goes, you have to, oh, this is a common thing in games. Platform that is moving, but then there's like, you gotta go, it goes under these, but the player can't go over these. Or what am I saying? Yes, the obstacle, okay, I'm gonna show you, okay? You already know. Okay, you have this here. Moving platform. Right here. Now this can move under platform, but the player can't. So you gotta continue to jump over these guys. It's a common, always happens in games. It goes here. Okay, can the player even make that jump? That's the question. Let's try it. Okay, whoops. They cannot. Okay, so we need, it needs to be smaller. And I know if I put this like right, sorry, where am I? You might think that I could put this right here. The collision does not work that way. I think because it's directly, it's like right on the edge of it. It does not actually go under it. Okay. So we will make these one tile shorter. Delete this. Okay, so this is makeable. Now that's a challenge. You see this in every video game. Every game has something like this. And then you have this. Okay, and then at the bottom, guess what, guys? Spikes. There's gonna be spikes right here. Spikes. What if there wasn't spikes? What if you fall down, you actually go to an alternate path? Branching strategy. Because like sometimes you fall down and you think you die, but actually it is a different challenge. No, it's we don't need that. Let's have real hazards. Spike. Spikes right here. Okay, and then you have this one right there. Okay, and then you gotta have another platform. Or perhaps, what if it's actually, what if it's like this? You add a little bit of variety here. Like that. Wait, but then you can just jump from this to this one. Okay, you gotta make them far enough away that you can't just jump. Oh, but hold on, this one could be taller. And then you can't, wait, but it can't be taller. You have to be able to jump on them. Doesn't make sense. Okay, I guess it's like this. And then you can have, this. Is this even challenging? Is this even a challenge, guys? Anyway, I'm gonna drink water very soon. Okay, you can't make that jump. But I'm gonna drink water now. Alright, I've hydrated. Welcome, Sun. Welcome, Stove God. Hope you're all doing well on this Friday. Friday, April 4th, 2025. Right now is literally today. Today, it's literally today. Every day is today. Especially today. Okay, we'll move the hazards. The hazards, it will be moved up. It's gonna be right here. Okay, you fall into this guy. You jump, go on this guy, and then you jump on this guy. And now, okay, now though, you cannot make this jump. So maybe, what if we added something else? What if there was more to it? Instead of just this, there could be more challenges. You can sometimes make that jump, maybe. Alright, okay, so if you can't make this one, maybe then instead of doing, you gotta then jump onto, oh, maybe there's a box here. That's gonna be it. Look at this obstacle. You can then push a box onto this. Wait, but actually it's gonna be kind of annoying though. So then the box is gonna fall down. If you don't make that jump immediately, the box is gonna fall into the spikes. Because this thing will continue moving. The box is gonna be left here. And then it falls. Okay, but like what if, for example, I don't know. What if there's a one wide block to jump on? And now it is a precision platformer for some reason. No, that's annoying. I don't want that. What about, how about if we had a mushroom? What if there was a mushroom here? Ever think about that? Ever think that maybe there could be a mushroom in this area? We have not seen a mushroom in a while. There's mushrooms over here. It doesn't leave mushroom. Another mushroom that kills you. The mushroom that kills you. Really makes you think. Really makes you think, huh, guys? What about what is there to do? What if there's a one where you what if there's a thing where you needed to push a block and then the block falls exactly where it needs to go because it was pushed against this wall? Maybe you push a block onto this platform and then this guy goes over, and then once this platform goes this way, the block is left here, and then it falls down. No, that doesn't work. And then it falls onto a mushroom, and then the mushroom, there's a platform. Oh, look at the guys. Okay, let's let's try that. We have a one-way platform. How about this, huh? What if it was like this? We have this thing here. Okay, you cannot normally make this jump. But then, wait, what was that? How's that gonna work? Something here. No, but then you could just make that jump. You don't want that. You want, okay, you want this here. You cannot make this jump because that is too high up. Wait, you can make that jump. If you can jump from here to here, you can make this jump. It's like this. Wait a second. Okay, what if there was like a mushroom here? Oh, but then the mushroom, oh, hold on, wait. It's me thinking, this is the sound of me thinking. Okay, what if we had, welcome Zeb, you can't make that jump. No one can. It's literally impossible. Humans were not meant to be able to jump that high. Okay, but however, what I'm trying to say is, what am I trying to say? Mushrooms. You could have mushrooms, okay? The mushroom is there, and then the mushroom bounces the block. Welcome, Hamflow. There's got to be a way to do it. Okay, you can push. You can push. You can then put the crate here, and then you can push the crate down. The crate then falls onto this guy. It'll go this way for a little bit. And then what? Can you stand on a crate that's bouncing on a mushroom? Yes, it is very janky though. Oh, look at this. Okay. And then... Okay, see, that's what I want. I want this thing to then fall onto a mushroom of some kind. And then that'll do something. Oh, and then what if then you have the one-way platform is right over here. Wait, that doesn't do it. That doesn't work. What if it's like here? And then the mushroom bounces up here. It doesn't work. What if it was like, oh, what if it was like this? And then, okay, look at this mushroom here. Does that even go high enough? Wait, I guess, wait, hold on. Okay, I don't like that you have to wait for this to come back. That is the annoying part about this platformers in general. Okay, so here. Hold on. I wanted to see if you can just make that jump without needing the block. I don't think the crate will go up high enough for this. Let's try it. Wait, then wait, hold on. This will just do. You can just do this. Why do you even need this? You don't even need this. Moving platform does not reset. It resets position, but the direction it's going is not reset. I think I have that as a to-do that I still need to do, you know? No, what's the point? Maybe I have a mushroom. Hold on. I should have the mushroom over here instead. Mushroom is over here. And then what? And then the block. Oh, and then you can jump on the block. Wait a second. Okay, what about this one? You do this. Wait, you could wait a second. You could just. No, you could, I guess you could just do this. Hold on, there's many ways to go here, okay? You have to think about the many ways to do things. What's the point of that? You could just go on this guy. There's no point to it. There's literally no reason. What if I introduce a new mushroom? No. There's too much. There's too much stuff. Oh wait, and hold on. What if you... Okay, you can still make that jump. Wait, how did I die there? Do you see that? What was that? The heck? That's not supposed to happen. What is that about? Okay, maybe. What am I trying to do here? I could just make this jump. See, what was that? How did that happen? It's strange. Okay, I still don't know. Hit your head. That's not even a thing though. I didn't even program that in. It doesn't even exist. Maybe this is too complicated. Maybe we don't need all of this stuff. It could just be this, you know, these guys. Sometimes people overcomplicate level designs. Let's delete this. Let's delete this guy. Does it kill you if your hitbox is somehow inside a wall? It does not. That has definitely happened before. And it does not cause a death. Maybe it's like the collision detection with the spikes, and then it's delayed because I don't know. The explosion is delayed. Like, it doesn't explode until after like 0.2 seconds or something. So maybe when you're on the mushroom, you actually collided with the spikes, and then since the mushroom's launching you up really high, it seems like you just died because you hit the wall. But it was because of the spikes. I don't know. Anyway, what about this? On this one, you jump here, you jump over here, and then But like this itself is not that much of a challenge. You're just like jumping from this one onto this guy. I think the room needs to be longer, but it can't be. Because if these guys were too close to each other... Oh, maybe what if I had spikes above? Maybe this is where you have the upward spikes. Because then, okay, so you can't just jump from this platform to the next one. Okay, this, I see. Let's have spikes above. So we have this. It could be like this. And then also like this. But then you're like, oh, you can just jump on these guys. You can't though, because there's spikes. There are spikes above you. So you go here. And then you add spikes. Okay, these spikes, I should make them face downward eventually. But for now they're not. Welcome, Sheriff Pumpkin. So now you can't just jump from this one to that one. You would have to wait. Okay, go here. See, now you can't jump. Now you have to fall. Look at that. But now there's too much waiting though. There's too much waiting. Is this even challenging though? That's not even a challenge. You could it's not even hard. I guess it doesn't have to be hard. It could just be interesting. Is it even interesting though? I don't think it is. I have to remove. Oh right, I do have to coyote. You can no, you can't. The coyote jump it's too much. Alright, let's see. Frame perfect, you can't do it. Wait, you could do that though. Hold on. So like this is something, but this isn't really challenging. Right? Like what's the point? You just do this. It's so lenient. How do I make this good? I don't even know. How can this even be good, guys? If it's bad. Strategic spikes, sometimes you have to jump over. Oh yeah, what if you sometimes you can jump. Hold on. What if you had spikes shooting horizontally, forcing you to jump? Spikes projectiles. Maybe. But then I would have to program spikes that shoot at you. Do I want to do? I guess I could do that. Spikes. Oh, you could have spikes on the platforms. But then, what are you supposed to do with it though? You could jump on. You could simply just do a remake of I Want to Be the Wheeler. The roof could come down. Oh, you mean the moving platforms? I see. I did consider that. When I was making the moving platforms with mushrooms on them, I did also consider having one with spikes. I could revisit that idea. I don't know why I didn't do it. A roof of spikes coming down like a crushing the ceiling. Maybe. I don't even. I don't know. There's got to be something with the existing mechanic we have right now, because I don't want to introduce too much new stuff, you know, immediately. The player just got their jumping ability. Actually, I guess it's been a while since they've got the jumping ability. They've gone the entire way from here. See here. I feel like the next room is the one where they should get the climbing. Sorry, not climbing. Ledge grab. Maybe this is fine for now. Is this even challenging? You go here, you can go there, you can fall. There's got to be more, like, I don't know, some more urgency to this. This is like, it's so casual. It's not even a challenge. Really makes you think. Okay, what about this? It's like this. This is where I introduce falling blocks. Oh, I could make these falling blocks. That is true. What about timed spikes on the fixed platforms? That is a new mechanic, though. There's this new stuff. There's too much new stuff. Okay, what if it was like this? Time spikes. It's possible. Timed spikes. Time spike. What is this? Sprint planning, guys? Guys, this is such a specific joke. Did anyone understand that? Please tell me someone understood that. Okay. Go here. Go here. Go this way. Okay, we've done it. Okay, everyone understands. We have sufficient amount of programmers here. Spike ticket. Time box that spike. Okay, you can make that. Maybe this is fine. What if? Oh wait, what if this is where I introduce spikes on the walls? Because the issue here, this is too easy because you can just like this. You can just do this, right? Because it'll just push it. Then if you had spikes on the walls, then you can't just do this. You have to then time your jumps. Oh, look at that. Now I'm thinking. Welcome. Thank you. Please carry Moa for the 15 months. Have you ever left a message? Hold on. No, you've been here. It's been a while. You haven't said anything since last year. Thank you for continuing to be subscribed, though. Okay, so let's see. We can add spikes. Hazards. Okay, this is where I add spikes on the walls. I don't watch, just randomly subscribe. That's also valid. Some people just subscribe for emotes. That is nice as well. Okay, so I know I should make the spikes flipped. I should rotate the spikes. Okay, I think this one is too close. There's not enough time. Now it's like too hard. Is this even doable? This is too much. I've made this too hard. Yeah, that's not enough time. Okay. Okay, maybe I should actually make it is not that hard to make these rotated. You can just add alternative tiles. Wait, you could just do this here as well. No, okay, we'll add an alternate tile. Go to tile set, go here, create alternative tile, and then all you gotta do is you just gotta click on this guy, rendering, flip H, flip transpose. Look at that, it's now rotated. Get rotated, there it is. And then, okay, let's add another alternative. This one is going to be the other way. Wait, the other way. Yes, right there. And then also there. Okay, and then we have one that is flipped vertically, but also horizontally. Because why not? Okay. Now we gotta add the collision, man. Imagine having to add collision to things. Select the tile. And then you go to physics. I wish you could name your physics layers. I don't know what this one was. But do I have it for the other one? Let's check. This one is physics layer number 1. It's physics layer 1. Alright, and then you add default tile shape, and then you just make it like this. I have it be slightly more lenient, so you don't have to be so exact. I thought you could name them. Not for tile sets, I think. Do you know Godot? Are you a Godot knower? You can rename here. Sorry. Where is it? There's somewhere you can rename each individual layer. But then in tile sets, there's like a weird tile. There's like, what's it called? Hazards. What is it called? Right? Physics collision tile set. This one. You can name these layers, but then like physics layers are like combination of collision layers and masks, and each one of these is their own thing. And you cannot rename these, which is quite annoying. I really wish you could do it, but you can't. I dabbled a bit. It's fun. I do enjoy Godot. I was talking to my coworker about it over lunch. I was like, yo, I've been learning Godot because we have like I was gonna say a game jam, not a game jam. Was it a hackathon or whatever? And I was like, I'm trying to think of like a way I can make a game for work for some reason, even though it will never contribute to the business. But it's like fun, you know? Welcome Catpots for the 4 months. Godot? I don't think so. Alright, so that is collision layer 1. Okay, then we gotta do the same thing for this guy. Tile set this guy right here. Wait, why was this one red? This one was not. This is red. Why is it red sometimes? Okay, we have this one here. And then we have this one. We have it here. Simply here. Wait. Do I mix my audio through OBS or a separate mixer? It is through OBS. It's definitely through OBS. Okay, so we got spikes. Terrain, spike. Okay, now I could have this set up. These will also be spikes. I could have this such that we go to dirt, and then this is the power of tile sets, guys. You could then make it so that, whoops, didn't mean to do that. You could then make it so that if there's dirt on this side, it will automatically position the spike in the correct direction. Check this out. Yo, how does he do it? Look at this. Whoa, that's not supposed to happen. Wait. I did not do it right. Why does that not work? What if I delete all these? What? Why is that? Wait, hold on. What the heck? Alright, something's wrong. So I did something wrong. Dirt. Got the dirt over here. This should be it. You have this one going this way. So therefore, oh, because these are different layers. It doesn't work because the hazards are in a different layer from the other guys. Okay, well then I guess it doesn't work. I'll have to do this manually. There's got to be a way to do it. Is there a way to do it? Surely there is. Well, whatever. I guess I'll just do it manually for now. Okay, go to tile map. Do I adjust my highs or mids with the 3-band equalizer? I use whatever is... I don't think I have anything set up. I mean, there's a hardware. I used the SM7B. There's like a hardware, whatever. What is it called? So there's a thing on the back. It is. I forget how I have it set. I think there's like a mid boost or something that's enabled. But that's all. I don't do any sort of like post processing. Wait, I do have a noise cancellation thing though, but that's different. I forget what my settings are. Anyway, okay, so we got spikes. Okay, we got spikes here. Wait, these spikes don't even line up. What the heck? Why do these not align with the with the wall? What is this? Wait, but this one does. Wait a second. What? How did that happen? Is this offset? Did I set this somewhere? Transform. It is. Well, what the? Hey, that's not supposed to happen. Okay, that's a reason why. I see. Okay, so we have this though. What is this? Mid boost. Okay, so there we go. This one you then have to jump. You can't just rely on hitting the wall. Go here, go this way. Okay, but maybe this is too hard though. This does feel like maybe it is too challenging. Is this even possible? Jump here. Okay, no. I almost had it. No, yeah, I don't think this one is a good one. There's too much waiting for the platform. I mean, I could fix it so that the platform just goes the original direction it was going. I should probably prioritize doing that. Okay, so this one is too hard. We can't possibly do it this one. So, but how would I do it though? Maybe, you know, maybe this is fine. This on its own. What about, see, the reason why the spike ceiling was there though was because once you get on this platform, it's too easy to just jump onto the other thing. You want to make it so that you have to like do this. Like that. Well, maybe this is enough of a challenge. This is probably fine. Okay, but I should make the spike ceiling the correct direction though. Like that. Alright, whatever. It's fine. Alright, and then we add, let's remove these one-way platforms. They don't need to be there. Let's add dirt. And then what? And then we need a way that you can make this jump. So it could be like this. All right, let's try this one. I guess it's fine. Yeah, whatever. that's some kind of challenge, maybe. Is that even a challenge? It's probably fine. All right, so now that we have this, then we go to the next room. This one, presumably, this is going to be when you get the ledge grab. This is my idea. Okay, we have the foreground. And then we have a jump that you think you can make, but you actually can't. You're like, oh, that seems easy. That's so easy. That's so makeable. You can't do it. The player will try to do it, and they will inevitably fail. And that is by design. Okay, they're going to go all the way down. They're going to fall many layers. And then they will finally be down here. Okay, once they're down here, This is when they have... This is when they get the item. Yes, straight into deepness, exactly. Hollow Knight reference. Okay, and then, okay, this one, you have, there's like a wall here. And then, you have this one. Okay, then this is where we move the cookie. The cookie is going to be moved right here. Okay, so right here. And then the only way to get back is to learn how to use this ability. And this is here, and then you have foreground. And then what? And then you have dirt, obviously. It's like this. Okay, and then you can now make these jumps. Things that are within 4 tiles, you can make those. You can then jump onto this one, and then you can continue to go up, and then maybe hold on, this one here, or okay, it's gonna be like this. You have this one, and then you have this one there. Okay, there are notches in the wall, and this will allow you to climb upward. And then once you've done that, I guess, hold on, you should want to go to the left side. So maybe instead of doing this, there's a... Or what if you jump from one wall to the other one? No, that's too much. There's too much stuff to consider. Or hold on, what if it was like this? I think this makes more sense. Like, you would normally not be able to make this jump, but now you can. Now you can do it. Yes. Like this. Okay. It's like this. And like that, perhaps. Alright, let's move the player. The player is now going to be here. Welcome, Tafit. Dirt walls, bed of spikes at the bottom. No. Okay, so this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna be, I can totally make that jump, and then you can't. You're like, oh no, now what do I do? Now you gotta go downward. Because you can't possibly go back up. Because you can't even make that jump. You are so weak, you can't even make that jump. And now, like, I found a cookie, I can now grab ledges somehow. Now you can do this. Whoa, look at that, it's crazy. Okay, so now I need to add platform to jump back up. You have, let's see, you go to foreground, and then you have, and then what? And then what, guys? And then you can do this. And then, perhaps how am I gonna get up there? Well, good question. Good question. In order to go back up there, you then have to go here. Maybe you need a ladder here. I think a ladder would be nice. Because, you know, jumping between screens is a bit annoying. So we could have a ladder here. It could be like this, actually. We have a one-way platform here. Welcome, Meowletary. Have I tried standing really tall on my toes? At some point in my life, yes. I don't know the last time I've done it. Okay, ladders. We have ladders, everyone. Ladder. Right here. Okay, so you can jump backward. You can jump up here. Jump up here, then you climb up. Then you can make this jump. You cannot make this jump though. I can already tell that is not a makeable jump. I have knowledge of video games. What if it was like this, perhaps? That's a makeable jump. And then this one should still be a makeable jump. This one, I'm not sure about it. This one, I think this is now makeable. These should all be makeable. And then what? And then you have this. No, but then you could just jump from here to there. You want to not do that. What if it was like this? This. Is that makeable? I think that's makeable. No, okay, you don't want that. Welcome Waddle Block. This one should be higher up, like here. This one, that's not makeable. All right. Okay, get this out of here. This one is now not makeable. So now you have to go down, and then you go down this way. Oh, but you can't even. You're stuck. You can't do it. Okay. Let's go back. So what does it tell? Is this debug warning? Cannot use get no with absolute paths outside the tree. What does that mean? What if you hire a studio to animate a cutscene? No. Why would I do that? Why would I hire a studio? I could just do it. It could literally just be me. Okay, we could have this. This one here. This should be makeable. Right, this is totally doable. I think that's good, possibly. Let's try it. You have to go down, you fall down, and then you go here, and then, okay, now you can make that. Now you can grab ledges. Very nice, very nice ability. Wait, you could just make that jump. You could just make these jumps. Hold on. No, I would like it so that you can't just make these jumps. You have to be able to grab the ledge. You have to teach the player what they can do now. Okay, now you can do this. Okay, this one. Is this perhaps makeable? Perhaps, perhaps this? No, that's too high up. That is too high up. This one should be good though. I think that's good. You can jump 4 tiles and then you can grab that one. Let's try this again. Get the cookie. You can grab ledges now. You can do this. Okay, now you have to go this way. Yes, this is good. You can now make this jump. Okay, this one, okay, we maybe don't want this one to be here. Okay, but we need this here so that you can see where you're going. If you did not have this here, then you would just be jumping without knowing. You don't want that. That's not a thing you want. You can jump here. But then what? Then what? Or maybe this one actually goes to the left. Maybe there's another path. So you don't actually go back up this way. You actually go out and it goes over here. Maybe. Possibly. And then what if there was something here you can get? Did I move everything over? Hold on. Everything is offset. The foreground, this always happens. I need a way to like lock this in place so I don't keep accidentally moving things. Okay, so you could have it so that there's an opening here. Go to the foreground. Remove this guy right there. And then what? And then there's a tunnel. There's a tunnel right here. But then you want to avoid the situation where the player can just go here without getting the climbing ability. So perhaps you go up here, and then there's like another thing you gotta climb. No, hold on, wait. Maybe this could be here instead. Do I want that? Is that a thing? Yes, yes, I do want that. Go this way, and then you have to then climb up this way. But then I should make it so you can't go back up this way, right? And what's the point of going that way? You could have this. You can then jump up here, and then what? And then from here, go over here. Okay, once you are here though, then what? Good question. I have not thought through this far. Oh, and then we have this path. You could then be reunited with the previous path you were on. You could then go back up this way. Okay, but we need some climbing challenges. There needs to be some ways with which you can then challenge the player to climb. But now you go this way. And then maybe from here, what you could have is the player will have to climb up here. Okay, no, hold on. Now I have, okay, we consult my level design diagrams. Also, welcome Brooke, happy Friday. Can I jump off one ways, or is a ladder only situation? Can I jump off of one ways? What does one ways mean? One ways. A ladder only. What is this? A collectible game? Collectible. It's a platform. It's a Metroidvania style platformer. Oh, this one. Oh, okay. You cannot jump downward from these one-way platforms. You have to go through a ladder. Yes. Metroidvania. Yes, Metroidvania. We start off the game. You do not have the ability to jump. You go through challenges, and then eventually you find yourself back here where you started, and then there is a candy. The candy lets you jump, and then you're like, I'm gonna jump, and then you can't make this jump, so you have to go down. And then now that you have jump, you can now go this way, because previously you came down from here. You could not go this way. And then now you can jump. And then you continue to jump. You continue your jumping adventures. Then you fall down, and then you do this. Can't wait to speed run it. I could add a speed run timer. That is true. Welcome, Chaos Ryan. You can't jump. Exactly. It's impossible. When was the last time you jumped, huh? In real life? I don't even remember. I don't jump that often. It's not a thing that I do on a regular basis. It's probably been years. Decades, right? Literally decades. I feel like the amount of jumping that people do probably it goes down a lot since they were a kid, right? Should jump right now, but then think about my knees. What if my knees hurt? What if I jump now and then I find out I have like arthritis or something, and then, you know, because I had arthritis, my knees are broken. I jump, but usually in a different direction. Yeah, from planes. This guy goes skydiving. Discord icon is him skydiving from the sky. Jump to conclusions. Constantly. People are always doing that. Okay, let's see. Okay, you can jump up this way. And then, okay, now we have some challenges. Okay, I was going to bring up the level design doc. Okay, so now that you can jump, now that you have jumping ability, I've now implemented this, okay, and now we have spikes that have platforms that you can jump onto the platforms. Parkour with spikes and others. Unless you do parkour, but that is a niche hobby. Is it though? Anyone here do parkour? Any parkour fans out here? Okay, maybe I should remove this to make it, you know, the player will think they can climb back up. They can't though. They can't climb back up. They have to go this way. Well, if he jumps, find out he has arthritis because of a jump, explodes, and then sad chat, right? Don't be jumping. It is snowing right now. It's literally April. What the heck? Government official once recommended I start doing parkour. Park or what? Am I right, guys? Like park or? I don't know. That probably made sense somehow. Park or what? Chicken or beef? Okay, now you can make this jump. Okay, you can now go down here. It's April. Okay. Is that Tobs? That is Tobs. I know of Tobs. Okay, we have platforming challenges. Spikes. Many spikes, you can now jump. Let's add some hazards. We add spikes down here. What the heck? Okay, these, I gotta remove these. These should not be here. I already see Easter stuff in stores. When is Easter? Oh, it's a little, okay, I can look at my calendar. It is on the 20th. It's on 4/20, guys. April 20th. That's crazy. Okay, we got spikes. You put the spikes, obviously, right here. As God intended. Alright, let's, hold on. Is this makeable? You can jump 4 tiles. So this would have to be shorter by 1. Go to the foreground. Delete this one. Put this here. Okay, now, oh, that's spikes. Guys, that is spikes. This should be here. Okay, you can jump from here. You can jump onto this guy. Then you gotta time things. Okay, what if we had moving platform? Moving platform, and then you can jump onto this guy, and then what? And then what, Rolfie? Then what? 1, 2, 3, 4. This can be here. Let's go to one-way platforms. Let's add, obstacles. Let's add the moving platform here. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna go down here. You're gonna jump up to this guy. Then you jump up here. And then you jump on this guy. And then you jump across. And then you can jump up there. And then eventually, you keep going. And you know, there's things to grab onto. Okay, there's this right there, and then maybe from here there's a ladder. Okay, the ladder, no, we can go back. Hold on, you can go up here, and then you can go up this way. Yes, and then here. And then I guess you can put the ladder here. What about this? How about this, guys? Let's move the player. No, let's play it from here. You fall down, and you're like, oh, I can't make that jump. Oh no, what am I supposed to do? Oh, there's a ladder. Look at that. Wow, a ladder? That's crazy. I found a cookie. I now somehow know that I can grab ledges. That's crazy. And now you can go this way, but now there's nothing here. Why would you even go this way? There's no reason. You have to go this way. Oh, okay. Okay, I see. I guess you could just jump from here to here. That is valid. Wow, isn't this satisfying? Grabbing onto ledges. Great. I think that's quite cool. Okay, but then you're like, oh, what's over there then? Maybe this is where later, once you unlock the gliding ability, then you can go over there. But you gotta remember to come back here, though. That's the thing. I don't want the player to have to remember that they can do things. Imagine remembering. Okay, you can go here. You can jump. It's fine. Actually, this isn't even a challenge, right? There's no reason a player would want to go this way. Have you seen that one image that's like Super Mario Bros has like challenges, but then it's like the same thing. Like if you have platforms that are like this, and then this is basically the same as if you had this, right? But then like this looks a bit more perilous, even though it's kind of the same thing. It's pretty much this, right? There's no reason for this to be here. It could literally just be this. Like the player's not gonna fall down there. Unless I make this farther out. And then in this case, then they could fall down, but they're not going to though. That's the thing, they're never gonna fall down. It's simply impossible. Okay, let's move the player into this room now. And then we check the ability. Player can now grab ledges. I said payer. Payer can now grab ledges. Alright, you can do that. And then that one, you can't make that jump. That jump is impossible to make. Simply not even doable. So I have to lower it. Okay, this one, I feel like I don't really need this, or maybe I should. I'll have this here. The player can make this jump if they want. This could be the speedrun strat. You can go for this jump, or you can save 0.01 seconds by going directly from here to there. It's that simple. Alright, and then now, you go here, and then what? And then you have this. There you go. Look at this one. Wait, that's not even that hard to make. That's actually really easy. Was it always this easy? What the? Okay, well. Oh, look at that. Oh, you can fall down if you are not good at the game. I was simply demonstrating what would happen if you were not good at the game like I am. Okay, you can make that. You don't even need to grab the ledge for this. Hold on, okay. Go here. See, the reason why you respawn here now is because I fell down from here. When you move between rooms, it uses the place that you entered the room from. Yeah, what if there was a secret? What if I had it so that if you jump this way, if you make that jump, there could be something there. You might think there's nothing there, but maybe there is something. Maybe there is something. More spikes. It's just going to be more spikes. Welcome Solely_ channel. Sorry, just Solely. I know we talked about this. It's not Solely it's just Solely. Welcome Orphish. Secret is that you fall endlessly. You can't have that. Can't be having that stuff. Okay, it's just going to be more spikes, guys. It's that simple. You think you outsmarted the game? I don't think so. Spikes. Oh no, look at that. Oh, you just keep dying. Okay. Yeah, I don't want that to happen. You think you outsmart the game? Infinite death. You cannot come back from this. How dare you? You think you're better than me? Whee! Oh, soft locked. Okay, so I don't want that. Let's not have that. Let's see. To avoid that from happening, I guess I would then have to add a wall. The wall of spikes. No, just a regular wall. Send him to the infinite spike chamber. Send him to the ladder that kills you, guys. Remember MUDs? One time I was playing a MUD, softlock another player by making them die where they were in the respawn loop. Multiplayer, what did the U stand for? Something dungeons. Multiplayer underground dungeon. That's not what it stands for. Multiplayer. Multi-user dungeon. True. So true. Okay, what if I made it so you have to jump onto this one? You have to. There's no other option. Welcome, Frosty Klondike. How's Godot? I think it's good. I'm having a good time with Godot. What's that? Why are all the ChocoJax viewers here today? I mean, they're usually here, but I feel like many of you showed up at the same time, which is unusual. It normally does not happen. Is she not streaming? CJ stream. Okay, we have this here. Can I make this jump? Okay, so now you can't make this jump. You have to then go onto this platform. She should be, exactly, I knew it. Alright, you go here. And then you can go here. This one, I want it so that you have to grab this. So I could make this one slightly farther. We go to the foreground, we go to the terrain. Welcome Ride and Bareback. Your chibis are absolutely adorable. DM ended stream a bit ago. Girl DM. Girldm underscore. Well, thank you. Okay, so this is here. You can then make this jump. This jump is so makeable though. Possibly. I like how you've branded me as a Choco viewer. I mean, it's not just you. Orfish as well. Tayfit is also more of a DM viewer than Choco. So I was watching another streamer and got bored. What? Don't let them know. What if they find out? What if they were here and then they're like, what? They think my stream is boring. Okay, that's bad. That is actually really bad. Alright, I was going to add a wall. That's what I was going to do. I was going to add a wall so that you can't do this. Okay, so like, what if you try jumping here? No, let's go. Let's go here. There should be a wall here. You should not be allowed to keep dying like that. Okay, so you have this. Okay, the spikes as well. I'm gonna drink water though. You can look at this level while I hydrate. Alright. I have successfully hydrated. Alright, so we gotta remove these spikes. Choco is drinking, so I'll probably not watch. What? Not a fan of drunk Choco? Okay, we go to foreground. They keep moving this for some reason. Why does this keep moving? It's not supposed to be moving like that. Choco is drinking. Doesn't she drink like every week though? Okay. Yeah, isn't she always drinking? feel like every week she has a drinking stream. Okay, we got this jump. We're jumping. Anyone jump in here? If Wolfie does commissions, I will never do commissions. Except for very specific people. It's not a thing. It's because I don't need the money. And also, drawing art takes up so much time. It's not even worth my time to do this. It's like every Friday or every other Friday. Exactly. That's how I feel too. Exactly, right? I think the only commissions I've ever done were Pomu Rainpuff emotes. That might have been my first time I've ever done a commission. Pomu Rainpuff. And then Amelia Watson emotes. And then Denchi from Denchi VTube Studio commissions. And then Pixiv, the company known as Pixiv. That is a commission. And then Mint Phantom. I think that's it. I think those are all the commissions I've done. No, I think I've done like one for like a friend a long time ago. Besides that, I don't really do them. Open commission makes it a job. Exactly, right? I need a lot of money to accept a commission. Also, like... Okay. Oh, I forgot Whole Live Corporation, like as a whole. I forgot, yes. The live 2D models that I... Yes. The art for the small Whole Live myth models. Yes, that one was one of them. Maybe like 2 or 3 other Whole Live commissions. The company. What was I saying? Oh yeah, money from commissions. Right, yes, because I am a software engineer and those jobs pay very well. And I don't think realistically there is an amount of money that would make it pay even close to what my job pays. In which case it's not really, I don't know, it's not really worth the time. Especially, and I don't think I've never done an animation commission. Wait, that's not true. For VTube Studio, that's the only animation commission I've done. I remember an emote made by you. It might be misremembering. It was eating glue or something. I don't remember ever making an emote like that. What if I commission you with imaginary Wolfie points? Well, that's not a commission. That's like a stream redeem of some kind. I do select people if I like them. Exactly. It has to be for my own personal fulfillment rather than money. That's all it is. Small models were very cute, thank you. Not Kiara specifically. Yeah, I don't think Kiara has ever commissioned me for anything specifically. Anyway. That's the life of doing art very selectively. Maybe it was Pomu eating glue? I don't remember that being a thing. Did Pomu eat glue? Although you might have seen like emotes of people that have traced my emotes though, or my animations. And sometimes people will be like, you made this one, right? And I'm like, nope, but that is a trace of an animation that I've made. I will go into some channels and they'll have like Gura Bongo, you know, the one where Gura is playing Taiko. That's a common one. Didn't I do an eating sand one? That is the first Amelia Watson animation I made. But that was not a commission. That was just, I just felt like drawing her eating sand. Anyway, sorry, what am I doing in this game? Okay, we have this room is done. The next room, we will have the next room here. Okay, so now there should be a ladder. The ladder will go here. We will have this right here. And then here. And then we have ladder. Not the former, but the ladder. So this goes up here. And then we have some one-way platforms. You gotta have the one-way platforms. Right here. Okay, and then what? Well, good question. Good question. What about some crates you can push, guys? Anyone tired of pushable crates? I don't think so. I got more pushable crates. Everyone loves pushing crates. Right here. Oh wait, but this kind of messes it up because if you try to jump here, you're gonna hit the wall, but you're not aware. What if you could stack crates? You can actually. It was one of the early challenges. Stack this crate. Oh yes, one of the ones that I wanted was you push a crate such that, oh wait, no, I guess I had this already. I had one of these. You push the crate here, and then you have this. Welcome, Kari Kari Panko. What were you doing? Just chatting. It could be literally anything. Friday chilling. I hope you had a good stream. Whatever it was you were doing, I hope it was good. Welcome, Hero Brunch. Or what were you chatting about? Any fun topics? Any not fun topics? Any absolutely awful topics that you're like, I really wish I did not talk about this? An amalgamation of things I remembered. My memory mashed the Pomu eating pizza gif with the Alma eating sand gif. Ah yes, that was the one I was thinking of. I was like, it's like glue, but it's like pizza instead. Forgot to change category. Drawing. I hope you had a good drawing stream. Hope you drew many things, or one thing that was really good, or many things that were very good, or maybe many things that were above average even. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, well, Raiders, we're making a platformer. It is a Metroidvania style platformer. I guess there's not really that much backtracking. It is quite linear though. You start off here, you go down here. So you can't go this way, but you don't really backtrack. Except here. You go down this way. Game is looking nice, thank you. It was one thing, but is not done. Aw, man. Can't believe this. Well, hopefully you make good progress on it. Art streams are nice. I haven't done an art stream in so long. Imagine streaming art. Could not even imagine. This is art stream. No, I didn't do any art today though. Okay, you can jump from here to here. You can jump back here, but then the question is, why would you want to go back here though? What reason is there to even return to this area? You would just fall back down. Right, so there's got to be something here to make it worth it. Maybe later when you backtrack, it could be a thing. I don't know. Level design is hard. But I'm thinking that maybe... no. Okay, hold on. Okay, this one, it's like now you can't make this jump, even with wall climb. So maybe... you push a crate. You push a crate. You push 2 crates. Push this crate, and then maybe there's like another crate you can push. Metroidvanias are hard to map, as the lot has to connect in several ways you unlock. As you backtrack, it gets jumbled. Right, I think my issue with Metroidvanias is sometimes if there's too many ways to go, I'm like, okay, I have this ability now. And then I have to like remember all the places where I saw that I could possibly use it. I'm like, oh right, there was that one ledge back there. And then you spend like an hour and you're like, where was that ledge again? Where am I supposed to go? And then I don't even know. I don't even know where it is. All right. We have some jumping challenges. All right, so what about you climb up here, right? You can jump up. You can now go here. And then what? And then you and then you fall down. And then you jump up again. And then what? And then maybe there's a platform. Hold on, there was one design that I had a while ago that I thought was good. It was in one of my testing setups here. Let's go check it out. What did it look? It was this one. This one right here. This one was set up in a way that is quite appealing. It's gonna, okay, I'm gonna have to turn off my VPN. There was one path in Hollow Knight where you're supposed to use the crystal jump, but I jumped on the spikes because I thought that was the route, got stuck for 2 hours on an enemy I should not be fighting. Classic. Always classic thing where you end up going somewhere unintended. That's how it is. Okay, so I enjoyed this setup that I had. You can jump up here, and then that allows you to jump from this platform. I'm gonna try to recreate this. Okay, we have this one, and then we have a little platform over here that is 4 tiles, and then we have one. There's one over here, like this. And then from here, you can jump over there. But then what's the point of this stuff then? What is the point of this? Well, maybe you have this one here. And then you have, you have this for some reason. I don't know. Okay, let's just try flight. There's not even a challenge there, though. There's no challenge. Oh. Okay, see, this is tricky because there's a wall above you, but you can't see it. And that is quite dangerous. See, okay, you don't want that. But maybe I should have this platform. I should, I could move this up slightly. Or I could move this platform down. But I kind of need these to be up here. No, I could just connect these two, right? No, I don't know. Okay, let's move all this stuff up. Let's go here. And then move this one there. So now you can't hit your head against it. Maybe. And then we gotta fix this. Alright, so that looks good. Let's try this again. Whoops. Alright, so now you have this. And then this isn't even a challenge though. There's nothing that could go wrong here, but isn't this kind of satisfying though? Look at this. You can jump for, and then you land directly on this one, and then, okay, if there was not a ceiling there, you could potentially land on that guy. Maybe I lower this, or raise the ceiling. And then, well, what if it was like that though? What if it was like that? Whoops. I take the player, you move the player up here. Okay. Whoa, wait, hold on. I can make this one up higher by 1 tile. Right here. Alright, check this out. Whoa, isn't that so satisfying? Look at that jump. That's so cool. But is that even hard? Okay, what if I add spike? What if there was a spike right here? Just one little spike for no reason. Bam. Look at that one. Oh, that's cool, right? Look at how cool that is. You think you land on the spike, but you don't. It's actually totally safe. It's impossible to land on the spike unless you walk from the side. Okay. Let's see, what else do I want? What else should be here? If the player tries to go this way, there's no reason for this. There's no reason to go back this way. Oops. Okay, maybe this is slightly tricky. It is a little bit tricky. Sometimes. Okay, but that... okay, hold on. Okay, so now we have this. And then, okay, but then like, why did I have this thing though? Also, why did all the spikes move over? This happens every time. I accidentally transformed it by 4 pixels. Alright, so what was the point of me having this here? This room up here, you can push the crate onto the mushroom. Wait, the mushroom is also moved? Everything is just moving all the time? Come on, man. Did this move? Did not move. Hazards did not move. Ladders did not move. Alright. Let's see, this one. You can push the crate this way, which will allow you to go down here, but then there's no point in doing that though. There's no reason for that. Maybe I should just remove it. But then I mean, like, this is kind of clever though. It's like multiple options, branches to go down. Everything is just moving all the time. Wolf's Sulk? What is that? Discovers brownie in motion. Brownie in motion? The only brownie in motion is when I move the brownie into my mouth to eat it. Haha. Guys, brownie, it's like in motion, guys. That's comedy. He made a very clever word joke, and I think it should be appreciated by many people. Okay, I should remove. I feel like I don't like how this is set up. I should adjust this in such a way. Not with spikes though. You don't want spikes there. I want this, but then I also don't want the player to hit their head against this one. So maybe what I do is this one doesn't require ledge grab, and then we simply have this one here. Perhaps this. Maybe. What about this? And then a ladder that goes down. think that's good. Ladder. Alright. So now the player cannot possibly jump up to the next room. They have to go through the ladder. And then what about this room now? What is the challenge with this room? There's nothing here. There's no reason for the player to go down this way. But maybe the player can go back up this way. But then why do I have this here, right? Why do I even have that there? I don't even know. Why are these spikes here? Alright, so now you can go this way, right? You can go to a new room now. And then in this room, we gotta bring back pushable crates. We have to. That is the only option. Everyone loves the pushable crates. You can't get rid of them. Alright, for this room, the pushable crates. What if you could push the crates in such a way that you can grab them? Because you can ledge grab a crate. Pushable crates are like Raymond. Everybody loves Raymond. That is so true. People are always saying this. Okay, okay, this room should teach you that you can ledge grab on pushable crates. So here's what I'm going to do. What am I gonna do? Good question. I'm gonna have a crate that you can push. And somehow that will teach the player a very valuable lesson. Somehow. But how? How though? With mushrooms. Ah yes, with mushrooms, of course. You push a crate into a mushroom, and then it launches. It then launches the crate upward into a place where you can then ledge grab. Maybe. Now, how is this going to work exactly? Good question. Good question. Well, what if it was like, you know, you had this here, and then wait, you could just go up there. With the mushroom, you could just go up there. If there's a jump you can't make except standing on a crate, but the crate is over there. Yes, that is another thing, is that you could have the crates here, and then you could jump on the crate to jump on the other guy. But I want it so that you have to ledge grab on the crate itself. Now, how would that be done? Oh, what if, okay, hold on. There could be spikes up here. So then it's like, oh, you could just jump up here with the mushroom, but you can't because there are spikes on it. Right? But then the crate can go on the spikes perfectly fine. Right, this is game design right here. It spikes on the one-way platform, and then what? And then now that the crate is up there, then you can jump from here to there. Does this even work? Let's try it. Let's try it from this room. Go here, you go there, you go down this way. Okay, here we go. Okay, that does not work. I need to remove this. Now it should work. Okay. So this one, that does not work, guys. It does not work. you have to remove another one. Or maybe, what if the crate was up here first? Okay, that's what I should do. The crate should be up here, and then you push it on there. So then the issue here is that the crate is in contact with the mushroom over here, whereas if you push it off, it would land directly here, and then it would land directly here. Alright. Did I move the spikes again? Yes, I did accidentally move the spikes. Okay. Hazards. No, I moved something else. What, the foreground? I accidentally moved the foreground. Okay, let's have the crate be up here. And then you have to ledge grab to get to the crate. Alright. Crate is here. Get this crate out of here. Okay, so now you push the crate onto this one. Go to the foreground. We have dirt over here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. You cannot make that, but you can make this though. Or maybe, okay, we can do this. Move this crate. Here. And then there's a motorcycle outside. Alright, this here. Let's try this. So then if you did this, you would die, right? You don't want to do that. Do I do game dev as my regular job, or is it another kind of dev? I do back-end software development. Okay, so this is here. Oh, okay, wait, you can't do that though. Wait. Okay, maybe I need to remove the spike from this. Remove the spike? What is this? Valorant, guys? Guy who knows nothing about Valorant. They have spikes, right? That's a thing that's in the game. Okay, so we got one-way platform. Let's remove this. Spike planted. Alright, so you cannot jump up this way. You then have to push this one onto here. And oh, and then look, wait. Okay, if this was one tile higher, you could do it. Hold on, can we make this jump? If this one was up one tile more, let's go here. The dirt is here. Is this makeable? It is not makeable. However, you could add this, and then it would be makeable. You want to move, you would like to move the crate here. Did I move everything again? Oh my god. This keeps happening. One-way platform. Move that back. Alright, so this one should work. Push this here, and then, okay, but that one, why doesn't that work? Did I move? Hold on, was there more stuff that I moved? Why did that work earlier? Hazards, ladder. Foreground was moved 1 pixel. Why was it that the box could go up there last time, but now it can't? Quite the mystery. Wait, okay, this, wait a second. That should not happen. You should not be able to grab a crate when it's moving. Wait, you can push, okay, that is a thing that I did put down in my list of bugs I should fix. You can push a crate when it is bouncing on a mushroom, which I don't want. Well, actually, I guess the only reason why this is an issue is because the crate is not landing on here. Why is that? Okay, let me just move all of these down one. Put this spike here. We put the one-way platform as well here. Alright, so this should be possibly doable. Okay, so that lands there. Oh, but you could just jump on it then. Why? I wanted so that you have to, like, you have to ledge run. Hold on. So why did it not work earlier? What if I remove this? Oh, because I wanted it so that you wait. What? It was like this, right? It was like this, and then push this there, and okay, now you can do this. And that's good. Okay, so this will now teach you that you can do this. You can ledge grab onto crates. And that's great, actually. That is quite good. I could then also remove this. That's great. So crates. Socrates, what about sock on these? Haha, got him. Can't believe he fell for that. This guy fell for this. Okay, we can put this crate here. Now why do I even have the ability? Okay, so because, okay, you can walk through here to teach you that you will die if you go through spikes this way. Sock and Tease. Sock and Buskin from Balatro reference? Wow. Okay, so now you can go this way. You can now go there. But then what? What if there's another crate? Another crate over here? What would that do though? How would that crate help? It doesn't. It would not help. Okay, now you're up here. And then, is that the entire challenge for this room? Or should I add something else? What else would I even add? Platforms that you could jump onto. Look at this connection though. You're like, whoa, what the hell did he do that? How does he have things connecting between tiles? That's crazy. Whoa, whoa. Multiple connections. When it goes click and then sock makes it go click again. What? Molt? Any fans of Molt in chat? Molten lava? What if they had Molt in lava? Have they considered doing this? What do I even mean? I don't even know what I meant by this. Okay. We have this. What if they had Molt like spiders? What if they had spiders in Balatro? Wait, you could just go this way. Why would... Okay, I need to put spikes here. Common game design pattern. Just put spikes, you know, just put spikes. You don't want the player to go that way, just add some spikes. I moved everything again. Man. Why does this happen? Why is that happening? I still don't understand. Alright, so you can go this way. You can't go this way. You then have to... Oh, wait, can you just... Okay, you can't go there. So you have to push crate onto mushroom. And then you climb on there. And then... Okay, and then I can make this one taller so that you have to ledge grab this one. So the crate is going to be here. It has to... Let's go up this way. Can't you just jump over the spikes on the bottom? Maybe. Possibly. Yes, you can. You were so right. So true. Now you can't. Unless there is a bug that I haven't found. And this one, look at this one. And you gotta push this one there. And then, whoa, look at this. And then you do this. And then you continue forth. But is that it though? I feel like there needs to be more to this. It can't just be this. That's too straightforward. There's gotta be perhaps another box that you push. Oh, what if you push a box onto this box? There could be a crate up here. You have to push it back on here. But then what does that do? Why would I do that then? What would that accomplish for me? Oh, okay, hold on. There could be another platform that you can't reach unless you have a crate on this guy. So it's like you go here. Now you can jump up here. But your goal is actually to go up. And then you push a crate onto this one. And then you fall onto that crate. Now you can jump up. Easy. Look at that. Game design is so easy. Anyone could do it. If I could do it, you could do it. Okay, we have a crate here. And then we want... So once the crate is there, this one will be equivalent to this high. So then you have 4 tiles up here. But I guess that is jumpable from here. So then, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can then jump from here to here. But I don't want that. I don't want that. What if there were spikes on this? Yes, you have to just keep adding spikes. No, but I guess you would ledge grab this and then you would then just die. Gotta think about this. Let's add the crate here. You have to push the crate over here. So then theoretically you would then have 2 crates here. And then fall on this guy. And then you can make this jump. But then you can just make this jump from here. Okay, but what if from here you could... What if you had a third? Oh, you could have 3 crates. Wait, guys. 3 crates. And then you push this crate onto that crate. And then we have a platform even higher up. Yes. Genius. No one would ever think of having 3 crates. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then you can have 1, 2, 3, 4. I think you can make this jump. Wait, you could just make this jump from here. No, but then it's like farther over, so you need the crates to make that jump. Is that true? Is that true though? We have this crate there. Alright, let's see if this is doable. You go here, you push this one. Then you can go here. Then, okay, hold on. Okay, wait, you could just do that. Okay, so this one could be even farther. Even farther beyond. Is this one makeable? That does not look makeable, which is good. Nope, okay, so that's good. And then you push this crate on here, and it's still not makeable. And then you push the third crate, and now you can make the jump. Okay. It's that easy. It is that easy, guys. Alright, so now we have, okay, but then you can't go up though. Why would I do that? You can't even go up that way. Well, then I could add, where am I trying to have the player go even? We're going to the left. But why? Well, maybe, okay, maybe from here, then there's a one-way platform where you can walk over to this side. But then I guess you could just do that from here. You could just jump on this box and go up there. You don't want that. Oh, maybe you go back this way. Wait, but then why would you go back there? Why would you go back this way? What if I have like a little, like, an area here? You walk over this way, and then you go up here. And then what? Okay, maybe that is the path. Maybe then here, I add some things that you can climb on. Well, like when you first get to this area, there's like stuff above you. You can't reach it because you don't have ledge grab. But then you come back this way, and then you can do it. But then what's stopping the player from just going all the way back this way? I mean, I guess there's multiple ways to do it. I guess they could if they wanted to. They could choose to go. I mean, okay, if I have this path available here, it might make the player want to go back. Maybe that's fine. Oh, but they can't. They would have to go. No, they can make this. And then they would go here, and that's fine, and they climb back up. Alright, you know what? That's fine. Multiple ways to do things. I should also fix these spikes right here. Hey, did I move everything again? Hold on. Foreground, ladders, hazards. No. Why did these seem so off-center? No, that's fine. Whatever, it's fine. Alright. Got foreground, terrain, you got the dirt. Okay, so from here, you can go this way. Right, you can now go this way. Yes. And then what? Good question. Good question. And then I guess you just go this way. And then once you're over here, Then you can go back up this way. Maybe I just don't have this thing. Like, why do I have this thing here? It's not really much of a reason. Wait, hold on. If the player came down this way, if they were to go this way, they would be soft locked. Because they would not be able to climb back up. So maybe I just don't have this path here. But this was such a good idea though. To have multiple ways to go, dude. What about like a secret bonus thing? What about what about like challenge, you know, there's like challenges you can do for 100% completion. You know, maybe you gotta like revisit old areas and then you get other stuff, and then at the end it's like you've collected this many optional objectives. As a real gamer, you know? Maybe. It is possible this could be a thing that I add. I don't know. Alright, for now I'm just gonna do this. Just make it so the player can't go this way. There's literally no reason to go here. What if there was a reason? Have a bonus be a collectible. Bonus collectible be a piece of mail. Notification would be you've got mail. How would that fit in lore-wise, though? What if it was chain mail? You've got mail. What if it was... I don't know. Okay, maybe instead of going this way, there is a ladder that brings you up to here. Chain letter. Okay, there could be a one-way platform here. The ladder could go up to here, and then there could be a mushroom here. Possibly. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have one-way platform. It's going to be here. We have another one-way platform here. It has a mushroom on it. We have yet another one-way platform here that has a ladder. The ladder is here. All of this is simply to prevent you from being able to go down this way. We have, I guess we don't need a mushroom. You could just jump from these platforms. Oh, what? Hold on. Now that you have climbing ability, we don't even need these platforms. How goes one jumping simulator? You can jump more than once. You can jump several times even. It's going pretty well though. We have made some progress. Okay, so what about this one? This one, once you have the climbing ability, sorry, the ledge grab ability, we could then... Oh, I guess I never had, like, crevices like this to teach the player they can climb stuff like that. I could add that perhaps over here. Maybe, okay, here's what I'm gonna... Instead of this, I'm gonna have it be like this. And then the player knows that you can climb this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there. And 1, 2, 3, 4. You can climb these now. Yes. Okay. Oh, and then what if I had it? I could have this. Yeah, okay, this is the one where you jump between them. Like that. Check that out. The one. Yeah, the one. The one is real. Okay, you can jump from here to there, and then to there, and then from here up to there, I think. I guess you could just grab onto this one. Or what if you jump here, and then... No, that's fine. You know, that's totally fine. It could be like this. Grab this one, and then... Oh, you could probably go from here to there. Let's try this. Okay, so the current puzzle, you cannot go that way. You must push this one here, and then you can grab this. And then you can go this way, and then you can go this way. And then you can go here. And then you climb the ladder. Okay, that is makeable. That is good. And then now that you're up here... Oh, wait, hold on. You can now grab these ledges to go back. Oh, and then you can go up here now. Look at that. Now you have the ability to jump up here. And now you can finally go this way. You go back to the beginning of the game where you can now finally make this jump. Welcome, Hoppy Hollow. And then we add something here. Wow. But then the player would need to know to go this way. What if they try going this way and then there's like, surely there's something here. But then there isn't. There's literally nothing there. It doesn't even exist. Or does it? Or does it exist? Alright. Design this one now. Wait, but they could also choose to go back this way. But there's nothing there. Unless I add climbable things up here. Hold on. Okay, so what I wanted to test was whether this here is makeable. I think it should be. Okay, that last one is not makeable. I simply just have to lower it by 1. And then it's makeable. Yes. Okay, and then if they try to go this way, they can't. They have to go this way. Alright, let's play through the game once from the very beginning, guys. Let's see everything we have done. Because I will end the stream very shortly. Let's start from the beginning. Speedrun time. Okay, the players here remove their ability to jump. Mods remove their ability to jump and climb. Okay, here we go. Look at it, it's so nice. You could just bounce and then go this way, and then oh no, now you gotta wait. You gotta wait for the platform. That's a time loss right there. Hydra time, what does that mean? Up. Okay, 1 death. Oh, I should also have a death counter. I think that would be nice. Okay, then you do this one, and then you fall on this guy, and then go here, and then it's that easy. Crate pushing time. Push the crate this way. You got the double bounce on the mushroom. Gold split. No, what the? That's never happened. That's literally never happened, guys. I've never seen that. Okay, now you have the ability to jump, and then you jump over this guy. And then now you can go this way. Oh, look at that. We got coyote time. And oh no, time loss. Time loss again. New tech. Okay, now you go this way. And then now you got, what was that? Did you see that? What was that? Push the crate. Oh, I've died. He's losing so much time. Okay, now you go this way. Now, okay, this one's tricky. You think you have to push that one. You don't push it. You actually have to go up. And then you push this one. And then you gotta push this one over a little bit. You gotta avoid the spikes, and then you go this way, and then you do this. Bam. And then mushroom, and then oh, that's tricky. That, I don't like that. The fact that the spikes are the same color as the clouds, that is mean. That should not be allowed. But I think in the full thing, they will not be spikes. They will be thorns. Okay, and thorns are easy to tell apart. All right, now you go this way. Conditional outline. No, they're gonna be thorns. Okay, now you can climb. This pro tip: you can fall down ladders. Fall down ladders to avoid climbing them. Okay, then you jump on this guy. Okay, this one is tricky. Time loss. We're not on the perfect cycle here. Okay. Jump and then keep going, and then we're here. Okay, and then this is the part when you unlock the ability to climb ledges. I can grab ledges. I mean, grab ledge, and then go up, and then new area unlocked. Bam! It's that easy, guys. All right, this one's tricky. You gotta push 3 crates. That is the most crates that we have ever seen. Bam, and then look at this. Now we're back. Now we're back here. And then you go up. You can now go up this way. And now this is as far as we've gotten. Okay, that is the game. They even clapped for me. Do you hear that? Perfect timing. They clapped for me. Crazy. In the song. Okay. Let's commit this. 338. Could be optimized. Okay, so that's our changes for today. Add. What do I commit this? This one. Add. Add ledge grab. Add areas including ledge grab ability. Alright. It has been committed. I should check to see that the commits are there, that they have synchronized properly. Because sometimes I shut down my computer and they have not synchronized because I'm telling you, I'm using sync thing and it does not immediately sync the things despite me wanting it to. I've done git log. It is not synchronized yet. Anyway, good times. We still have many more things to add. We still have climbing ability. We still have gliding ability. It could be more. This game could be 10 minutes even. Imagine that 10-minute game. It's absurd. Alright, have the changes been synchronized? They have been synchronized. I can now shut down my computer. Alright, good stream. We've done some stuff today. Let's see what day it is. Let me send you to a channel that is streaming on twitch.tv. National Picky Eaters Day. 404 Day. Wait, is KK Cyber streaming? She has a 404 theme. She is. It is 404 4th anniversary. Oh, she debuted on 404 Day. Interesting. Okay, I guess I'll rate her then. But what else is there? Fortnite. Hospital admitting clerk's day, carrot day. Oh, that's a good one. International Day for Landmine Awareness and Assistance in Mine Action. They have 2 days? Landmine Awareness and Mine Awareness? What about yours awareness, huh? Jeep 4x4 Day. Hashtag ad. Carrot Day. Hug a News Person Day. Walk Around Things Day. Tell a Lie Day. Vitamin C Day. World Rat. Wait a second. World Rat Day. Or hold on. World Rat Day. Dude, am I following any rat VTubers that are streaming? Bodega Rat. Oh, we have 2 options. There's so many options. And Ratty is streaming. It's 404 Day. It's also World Rat Day. Quite the decision to make. I mean, I feel like because I have a rat emote, I think it would make for a better raid message, you know? Okay, let's raid Bodega Rat. World Rat Day raid. You post a rat emote. You could post pointing at the rat emote, perhaps, maybe? Possibly? Let me just check. Bodega Rat. She's on a BRB screen. What the heck? Am I gonna send you to a BRB screen? No, no. Ruined. She's been on the BRB screen for at least 3 minutes. Do I wait? Is this someone said 3-minute ad break. And that was 3 minutes ago. I don't know, okay, whatever. Bodega Rat. This channel is intended for mature audiences. Anyway, that's it. I'll be back tomorrow with some games and demos. Look forward to some games and demos. Probably just games. I don't think I'll play any demos. We have demos. We have Picross. Sorry, not Picross. Why did I say Picross? Crosswords. That is totally different. How do I have 33 viewers but 48 raiders? I honestly don't know. And don't know how it works. But yeah, games. Was it Crosswords and Redactyl and itch.io games and other various games? You already know. Everyone already know. Okay, she appears to be back. I hear her saying things. She is saying things that I can hear. Okay, she has returned from BRB. Great timing, actually. Great timing on this raid. Alright, the raid is going. I will see you next time. Goodbye.